Welcome to Littleton Common. I'm Bob Spinozzi.
And I'm Barbara McRae. You know, I don't think I will be taking any mysterious trips this show, Bob. I'm glued to this seat. Hey, are you ready for the holidays?
Thanksgiving is over. And, we had no idea we were going to be wearing similar clothes today. But I think as of today, I'm going to start getting into the holiday spirit for Christmas now, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, and you know what? Our house is the gathering place for all the Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, family meals, and I guess that moms and grandmas make the best meals.
Well, let's talk about Christmas now. On Saturday, December 7th at 7 p.m., the 18th annual Littleton Community Christmas Concert will take place at the Church of Latter-day Saints, 616 Great Road. Now, the concert features choirs from the St. Anne and St. Catherine's Collaborative, other choirs, First Baptist Church, Congregational Church of Littleton, and the First Unitarian. The choirs will perform separately, and then a combined chorale finale will give us Handel's Hallelujah Chorus. Admission is free, and light refreshments will be served. Now, also, if you can, please bring a donation of canned items that will go to Loaves and Fishes.
You know, December 7th is a very busy day, Bob. So many things to put us in the holiday spirit.
Well, also on December 7th at 10 a.m., our friends at Littleton Lumber will have a visit from Santa Claus, who's agreed to have pictures taken with him. And a week later, on December 14th at 12:30 p.m., Santa will return to have more pictures taken. Now, the pictures are free, but they'll be collecting a donation to give to a local charity or cause. But on both days, hot cocoa and cookies will be served, and a free movie will be shown. Barbara, I'm not finished yet celebrating the holidays, because also, again, on Saturday, December 7th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., the annual Littleton Holiday Bazaar will take place at the Russell Street Middle School. Now, you shouldn't miss this festive event, sponsored by the Rotary Club, so stop by to see the great displays that they'll have.
Bob, Nancy Morrison and Millie McGovern had been chairing the bazaar for many, many years. The Holiday Bazaar is basically for nonprofit organizations to show and sell their wares so they can use the funds for their special programs. Among them are the Littleton Country Gardeners, with a booth full of beautiful arrangements made by the members. The Friends of the COA table is loaded with items the Loving Stitches knitters have worked on since last bazaar. There are so many beautiful things, and there's other nonprofit organizations like the schools, the churches, Historical Society, the Rotary, veterans, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, plus many more, and of course, Santa, who will be there to hear what children have on their wish list, and also from some of us adults. So join everyone on Littleton Common in the evening for the tree lighting. Santa will be there to add to the festivities. Wake up early and stay up late, but come to all the town has to offer for your enjoyment on December 7th. I plan to. The Friends of the COA are planning some different themed lunches this year. Starting with the December luncheon, we want you to bring your holiday spirit and a friend to the December 11th luncheon, and it's hosted by the Friends of the Council on Aging Elves. Enjoy lasagna prepared by Il Forno and music by the Acton Community Chorus. We'll meet you at noon in the Shattuck Street Multipurpose Room. The cost is $5 for residents and $7 for non-residents. Reservations for lunch should be made by December 9th, so call 978-540-2470. At our luncheon on January 15th, we'll celebrate the Chinese New Year. And in February, the theme is Mardi Gras. Now, celebrating the Chinese New Year on January 15th is our way of celebrating, although Chinese New Year is actually on January 25th, 2020. And I guess we're close enough. This is the year of the rat. Chinese New Year tradition goes back to 420, 589 AD. Wear new clothes because the purpose is change and new beginnings. Wear red because it means happiness and good fortune. Kumquats, golden tangerines, mandarin oranges, chrysanthemums, and peaches are very important. Protect yourself from evil spirits and bad fortune by wearing red underwear all year. I'm going to be wearing red clothes, inside and out.
Well, there's a lot of good fortune going on here because we're in red right now, so we have a
Right.
jump start on that whole
Hey,
thing.
we're set.
So, you talk about those lunches, they're all great occasions, venues, but I think the Mardi Gras might be my favorite one of them.
Oh,
Which I don't
good.
know.
Well, I think this year I'm having a lot of fun with them anyway. And Christmas, we've been making some great crafts for the tables. And Chinese New Year, I'm looking forward to that, especially using a lot of red and gold.
Yeah.
And a few surprises, too.
And the Acton Community Chorus, I actually was in that chorus the very first year.
Huh.
I was living in Boxborough at the time. I think it was 1984, if I'm not mistaken, was their first year. They've been going strong ever since then.
Why aren't you with them now?
Well, I live in Littleton. I don't want to
They won't
gum
let
things
you.
up. No, anyone you can be from other towns. But yeah.
Well, sounds like it is fun, and I can't wait to hear them, too. There is a little problem with signing up for the luncheons. We had it too early and then too late. So look for the date for any Friends Luncheon and start signing up on the 1st of the month.
Il Forno has earned a special place in the heart of Littleton. The whole staff welcomes us with open arms when we stop by for one of their great meals.
And that's true.
And you've seen what they've done there. They have just hit the ball out of the park.
Yep.
I drive by there every day.
Yeah.
And the parking lot is absolutely overflowing with cars. They added rebuilt the new function room in the front.
Yeah.
The color scheme, you must love it. The splash of red.
Well, it's a little different, I think. I was trying to figure
It's
out.
not supposed to be colonial, but just,
Yeah. Well, you certainly notice it when you go by.
Yeah.
And I think they're even doing more
They
to
are.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they're really good to us, though, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
So.
And you'll find out in a minute.
And speaking of El Forno, sign up for a free luncheon. It's open to the community. It's on Monday, December 9th. Seating for lunches are separate now at 11 a.m. and 12 noon and then 1 p.m. Reservations are needed, so call the COA to sign up, 978-540-2470.
Yeah. The COA has a list of things to do, so stop by and see what interests you. No need to be a wallflower and separate yourself from others. Now, first of all, it's Crafts at the Council on Wednesday, December 4th, and you're making fresh green centerpieces and swags. And that's from 1 to 3 p.m. in the multipurpose room. Sign up is a must, so call the COA office. If you knit, there is the Loving Stitches group on Mondays at 12 to 2. There's a new bridge group on Fridays at 9:30 a.m., or if bingo is your thing, the senior diner is where you're going to want to be, and that's on Fridays at 1:15. There's computer classes, exercise classes, coloring and conversation, pastel painting on December 3rd from 1 to 3 in room 233, mahjong and line dancing. In January, on the first Thursday of each month, board games and playing cards will be available for you and your friends in room 233, and that's from 1 to 3 p.m. Make new friends. Just come by and in out of the cold and enjoy the games. Plans for a new program are in the works for musicians. We want to welcome singers and music makers. If you play an instrument or sing, make music together by starting a new group. We have the piano, Sign up at the COA and help start this new program. All of the programs I mentioned are listed in the broadcaster, which is delivered to seniors each month. If you don't get one, then call the COA office and let them know. You can also get the broadcaster online.
Now, let's talk about Indian Hill. And here's Evanthea Velikas with that.
Thank you. Well, winter is coming, along with some great ways to experience music here at Indian Hill. And here are just some of the December highlights. Our very popular Box Lunch concert series continues on Thursday, December 12th with 2 shows, one at 11 and one at 1:30 p.m. And this time we've got pianist Bonnie Anderson doing a popular and classical favorites program of American and French composers. So do join us for that and find out more at 486-9524. Our Indian Hill Music Youth Choruses will have their concert on Tuesday, December 10th at 6 p.m. And that's a free concert with our 3 youth choruses performing a variety of music. If you're looking for some holiday fun for families, come to our annual Family Holiday Sing-Along, and that's going to be Saturday, December 14th, beginning at 10 o'clock a.m., and they'll be singing, dancing, playing instruments, and visits by some special guests as well. Our New England Flute Orchestra of Indian Hill will have its holiday concert on Sunday, December 15th, and that's 3 o'clock. You can learn more at indianhillmusic.org or 486-9524. Then we've got our New Horizons Concert Band, which is our adult band, and they'll have their concert on Tuesday, December 17th at 7:30 p.m. And make sure you think about taking music lessons. We've got some great opportunities for adults, private lessons, ensembles, classes, and go online. indianhillmusic.org to find out all about it. See you there.
Thanks, Eve. Now, there won't be a regularly scheduled movie of the month for December. However, if you like the old movies and actors like Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr, the COA invites you to come on New Year's Eve for An Affair to Remember. This 1957 classic will be shown at 1 p.m. in room 230 in the town office building. It's movie and dessert, so sign up at 978-540-2470.
I love those old movies.
Yeah, and this one, 1993, Sleepless in Seattle. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's not really a follow-up of Affair to Remember, but Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks, and same kind of theme, and they were supposed to meet on top of the Empire State Building, I think, on
That's right.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I interrupted you. What other old movies do you like?
Oh, gee.
All of them.
I just love old movies. I'm not into what movies are today. I just look for the channel that has the old stuff. I know I must be really getting old.
No, I think folks of all ages like the change of turning something on and seeing it in black and white, too, though.
Well, I think what I like is that a lot of them are happy and musicals. We have so much death and destruction today that I look forward to hearing somebody sing some good songs and also, little love here and there, a little happiness here and there.
Yeah.
So
I think
that's
we all
why.
appreciate that, though, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so how about old clothes or not so old clothes? We have those in our friend's thrift shop. We had a fashion show early in November, and we're able to bring out the creme de la creme of what we have. This is always fun for the models and the guests. So if you didn't go, come in any Monday through Friday and see our wonderful collection for yourself. Men's, women's, and children may find something, if not today, then maybe next time.
Now, assistance for military veterans is available on Monday and Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to noon in the library small room. Entry to the office is next to the ground floor elevator in town offices. VA benefits are available for different types of financial aid, as well as a host of many other benefits. So to schedule an appointment, call John Borowski at 978-540-2485. And by the way, the Veterans Breakfast will not be served in December due to the Christmas holiday, But the good news is that the monthly breakfast will resume Wednesday, January 21st.
Did you go to the Veterans Dedication on the Common? It was just beautiful. My heart swells when I see our flag, and this one was huge. Cindy Napoli was the speaker and introduced the guests. Congresswoman Lori Trahan presented congressional certificates to the town of Littleton and to our World War II veteran Paul Nestor, and to the families of Bud Glavey and John Hathaway. Representative Arciero and Senator Eldridge presented a joint resolution from the Commonwealth General Court honoring the work of the then Veterans Agent, Edgar P. Romley, for organizing and constructing the Veterans Memorial in 1987 and congratulating the town of Littleton in the rededication of the Veterans Corner. Mike Crory, one of those talented Crorys, wrote a song that was perfect for the occasion. A video is being made to use the song with the many flags of the veterans that line the streets. On Veterans Day, the owner of Il Forno gave a free lunch to our veterans to thank them for their service. We thank Il Forno for theirs. The COA board and the director are looking to the future and want input about a senior center from the 55 and up age groups. They want the 55 plus to give their opinion about what they want to see when they are ready to use a future senior center. The COA is welcoming any ideas you may have to make a design that will suit your needs. Call the COA and sign up for the focus group meeting on Monday, December 12th at 5:30 p.m. and December 16th at 4:30 p.m. Bring your ideas and suggestions for your future center. This will help with the planning of a building and its design, and maybe a new name. And what's in a name? This has become the sensitivity-offended generation. We name our kids Garage and Slink and Goodle in Chicago and whatever else, but for heaven's sake, don't call a senior center senior center. We are offended by the word senior. We accepted senior in high school, and we accept senior discounts. So in order not to offend anyone, we want you younger, soon-to-be seniors, to think of a name for a future center. Maybe Elder or Adult Activity Center, or maybe Community Center, where we can mix the elders and the humans together.
Bill Val's classes are held on Thursday mornings from 10:30 to 11:30 in room 230. Now this month, Digital Photography Part 2 will be on December 5th, and then on December 12th, it's Data Backup Strategies. So, you're going to continue your traveling show.
Right,
Traveling.
right. We've been
What
lucky.
part of the world are we going to go to this time?
The Philippines.
Okay.
And, you know, I think we've been finding many people in town who travel a lot. And so they're bringing in their stories for us, and I'm enjoying listening to them.
And some of these places have been places that not a lot of people have been to, and you're going to, well, the Philippines would happen to be one of them, I would think.
Right, one of these days. Well, today we are off to the Philippines with Ginybel Belgira. Ginybel is another very active Littleton country gardener. She is also vice president of the club. She welcomes newcomers, sends cards for birthdays, and members who are ill. So today, she is the tour guide for our trip to the Philippines, so stay with us. Today, we are here with Ginybel Belgira, who will take us with her on her trip to the Philippines. Welcome, Ginybel.
Thank you.
I know the Philippines is where your family is, and I know you had a few reasons to visit this time, but you had to go because your mother was having an operation, and because your cousin, who is a priest, was celebrating 20 years as a priest, and also a friend who was a priest was celebrating his
50th birthday.
50th birthday. So you had kind of a family reunion of sorts, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
So how often do you go to the Philippines?
Ideally, I should actually go home like every year. However, sometimes I'm so busy and I can't do it.
Ah.
Also, when I have to go home, I feel like I have to stay for 30 days at least because there's just so many people to see, relatives, friends, and places to go, and it's just not enough. Plus, it's also an 18-hour direct flight.
Yeah.
And if it's not direct, it could go for 36 hours, believe it or not.
Oh my.
Yeah, so it's a long flight.
So you really need 30 days just to go. I mean,
Yeah.
to finally,
to make it worth it.
yeah, and to get
Yeah.
comfortable with your sleeping and everything, your
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get jet lag. Yeah.
I would believe it. Before we get started, I did want to mention that Ginybel is a member of the Littleton Country Gardeners. She's the vice president, and her job is, welcoming new members, and she sends cards for birthdays and for people who are ill. And this is what I got for my birthday this time. Ginybel makes the flower arrangements and gives us a lovely flower arrangement for our birthdays. So I just wanted to mention that's an important thing, and we appreciate it so much. So where is your home in relation to Manila?
Okay. The Philippines consists of like more than 7,000 islands.
Right.
But it's divided into three regions, big islands, I mean. The Luzon, which is where Manila is.
Yes.
And then Visayas in the middle, which is where my island is, Panay Island. It's the largest island in the Visayas. And then Mindanao, also one huge island.
Uh-huh.
So I'm in the middle. It's about, I don't know in terms of mileage, but I know it's like an hour flight from Iloilo to Manila.
I did hear that the flag has 3 stars, and that's because of those islands, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Also that there's something like 22,000 miles of coastline, and they mentioned that it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, yeah. This time when I went home, I realized that there's still a lot of virgin beaches because there's so many islands, and not everybody, except most of the locals have been to these islands because there's just so many of them. But also tourism is developing these islands and kind of marketing it to tourists.
Oh, okay. Did you get a chance to do a little travel while you were there?
Yes, I did. We went island hopping. So Panay is the island where my town is, and there's a little island next to it. That's actually where most of the dried mangoes that is marketed here coming from, the Guimaras Island. And there's a big island of Guimaras, and there's little islands next to it. So we went island hopping by boat. That was fun. It's all family. It was actually one of my cousins also celebrated his birthday, so that's why we went island hopping. So there's about 100. I'm not sure if it's 100, close to 100 of us, or maybe not. No, maybe about 60, and we used 4 boats to go island hopping.
Well, what do you recommend for tourists? If they were going to the Philippines, What would you suggest that they saw?
Probably if you're a scuba diver, there's so many scuba diving places, beautiful places in the Philippines. Could you just imagine, 7,000 islands? So
Yeah.
there's plenty of that there. And yeah, if
Probably.
island hopping is also a popular thing there. And then there's a lot of other activities that you can do, to be with nature in those places.
Huh. And Manila, being the capital, you probably want to stop there for sure.
Yes.
If you're going.
Yeah, I was surprised, like 10 years ago, it's so much different. Manila is like, it's international. They have a lot of casinos now, and they have a little Venice. They have a little of every country in the casinos too. So there's a lot of things to do. Shopping, of course, if you like the casinos, a lot of what else?
Well, mostly going to those beaches too.
And the beaches is the number one. I think, tourists go there for the beaches. I heard that a lot of Asian countries like Korea, Japanese, actually there's a lot of those people there going to the beaches. Yeah.
And you have how many volcanoes?
I'm not sure.
Like 20 or something?
Yeah, we do have a lot.
And that you have earthquakes every day. But they said that they're so mild you don't feel them, but there are earthquakes every day. That's
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, actually this month, November, there was a 6 intensity earthquake in Mindanao, and my friends who are in Luzon, who is on the other island, far from Mindanao, they were so scared because of the intensity, but apparently they didn't feel it. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
And it seems like there was not a lot of destruction with that earthquake, because I think probably it's in the mountains, and Mindanao is a huge place, mountains. There's still a lot of undeveloped places. Yeah.
So I do understand that it is a beautiful country, though.
It is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about, okay, if I wanted to go to the Philippines, actually Taiwan is pretty close too, isn't it?
Yes.
And my husband had said he had been there years ago. So I just wondered, what would I be looking for? I know that there's, first of all, I know if you are going there, that Filipino and English are the main languages, right?
Right.
So you have that. And there's, you have your own folk dances.
Yeah, that's
Which
also
they say-
popular there.
Yeah. And the food, what is the main food there?
Oh, I forgot about the food. Yeah, I think when I go home, that's the most thing that I want to experience, the food. A lot of fish, fresh fish, because, of the ocean.
Yeah.
And also a lot of vegetables and fruit trees. Yeah, there's so many exotic fruits there. And like coconut, young coconut is really very refreshing to have.
Okay. What about, I guess, do you use rice for every meal?
And rice, yeah.
Yeah.
We have,
And
we eat rice 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it doesn't hurt your blood pressure or your weight or anything like that to have rice 3 times a day,
Yeah,
apparently.
they said if you eat too much rice, it's bad for it makes your waistline bigger. But I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I had read that it's like one of the meals is chicken and with soy sauce.
Yeah, native chicken.
Yeah.
We have a lot of native chicken running around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and people eat them.
Yeah. Well, same here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what, let's see, what else do you want to tell us about as far as the Philippines is concerned? I mean, you know, it's, first of all, the flight is going to be long. But once
Yeah.
you've gotten over that and you want to go to the Philippines, okay, you probably, like you say, you're going to be someone who likes scuba diving and how about hiking, probably?
There's a
and-
lot of hiking in the mountains. Yeah. Yeah, basically a lot of beaches. That's where you go.
Okay.
And eat a lot of local fruits.
Okay.
And
And the
food.
sun, is it really sunny there or?
It's there are rainy days, but mostly it's sunny, and it could be humid sometimes. But if you're in the beaches, there's a lot of breeze, and so it's not really, you don't feel the humidity. But in Manila, all the shopping malls are air conditioned. So, but when you go outside, then you could really feel the humidity. So some people don't like that much the humidity.
Oh, okay. But things to see, like, do you have something in particular that you say you've got to come and go to this island and see this or that island and see that, or just stay near Manila?
Oh no, I think you have to go different places in the Philippines, like different islands. So, you have a 30 or at least 24-hour flight, and then you have to, I guess it's ideally you have to transfer or to go to different places, islands. You have to also board the plane. It's usually a 1-hour flight.
Yeah.
So a lot of plane hopping.
Okay. So you decide that you want a particular island then that shows you
Yeah.
volcanoes or beaches. And,
Right.
what about any monuments or?
Oh yeah, we have a lot of historic places like Bataan.
Okay.
That's I'm not very good at history, but
But
yeah.
you probably know.
Yeah, there's Mayon volcano, which is in Luzon, and then another volcano, popular volcano, Taal volcano, which is also in Luzon. So you could drive there from Manila. It's about a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
But
So,
it's
in
very
other words,
scenic.
You probably want to make Manila the spot to go to, and then you can just spread out to see.
Yes, but in the Visayas, because of the beaches and there's so many developments there, you also need to go to Cebu. It's, as beautiful, if not more beautiful than Manila. Yeah, a lot of resorts.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, though, how did you happen to come to the U.S. and settle in Littleton? Although we're so tickled to have you here, but I wondered about that, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just fate. I was recruited from where I graduated. I graduated in Manila, University of Santo Tomas. It's one of the oldest Catholic university actually in Asia, or maybe the oldest in Asia.
Okay.
So I was recruited, and I went to Bay State Medical Center in Springfield, Mass. But I always wanted to go to New York City because that's where my friends and classmates were. So I only stayed 1 year in Bay State and went to New York and stayed 17 years in New York as a nurse. And then, I don't know, I had the itch for travel. We have traveling nurse at that time was very popular.
Yep.
So I said, I want to see, the United States, and what could be better than traveling. So I left my job in New York and went for a traveling nurse. But I only traveled 2 places in Michigan and back here in Massachusetts. And then, I like it here in Massachusetts. I was hired by McLean in Belmont, and I tried to look for houses in Belmont, but it's very expensive.
Right.
So it took me to Littleton.
Okay.
For the price of a 1-bedroom, I got a house here.
Yeah.
So that's how I ended up in Littleton, and I like it here.
Good. We like having you.
Yeah, I love
it
here.
But I do remember now that the Philippines has like 24% of the traveling nurses or nurses that are probably in here or in the world. I'm not sure.
Yeah, is it 24%? Because when I was in college, the dean, which is one of our professor, always tells us that second to Copra, the nurses are the number 2 exports of the Philippines.
Yeah. You have all nurses coming here. That's great.
Right. So when I was in college, like we were trained to go to the United States. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, and at one time, in school, we were asked, "Why did you become a nurse?" And we were joking, to serve the people in the United States because we know we want to go to the United States. Yeah.
Well, good. Well, it sounds like, okay. I just, if anybody wants to get any information about the Philippines too, there's a place on a website that gives you 50 facts about the Philippines, and it makes it look very tempting to go there. And it sounds beautiful.
It is a beautiful place. Plus, because the conversion of $1 is equivalent to 52 pesos. So your money goes a long way.
I guess.
There.
Yeah. Good.
So so it's an inexpensive place to visit. Plus, you really can see a lot of places, and you'll be with nature.
Yeah. That sounds like the main thing, nature. Yeah. Also, with nature, the Philippine people are very family, very kind to the families. I can tell because you went home for your mother. And that really is a good thing. So, and then with family comes joining clubs that do things for the town, like the Littleton Country Gardeners that you're in. And wanted to mention again that Ginybel is the vice president of that, and we're always looking for new members who want to help beautify the town, right?
Right.
What was it we said? How many sites do we have?
We have
12?
12, or going on 13, because we just took Mannion back. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we have many
13
sites around town. If you see Littleton Country Gardeners working away on a street corner, you'll know that you can stop and talk to them and maybe consider joining us. So anyway, Ginybel, I'm glad that you came today, and I hope that people think about traveling to the Philippines. I don't know that I would for all the hours that it takes, but then again, I have trouble going to California for that many hours. So, although I do like to go to, Europe. So, but it seems shorter from Massachusetts anyway. You know, so good luck with your family and your trips back and forth. And we'll be looking for you in town.
Thank you, Barbara.
And thank you for these. Very nice.
All right, well, that about wraps it up. Have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Los Pasados, Winter Solstice, or any other holiday you may celebrate and make it special.
The COA and Diner are closed Wednesday, December 25th for Christmas, and Wednesday, January 1st, New Year's Day. And meantime, don't forget to hug a senior.